The Treasurer says he's keeping options open on whether or not to scrap the promised Stage 3 tax cuts. The Prime Minister promised during the election campaign he would honour the cuts. Now the Treasurer is using overseas developments as a reason to look at making changes. The opposition says voters should be reading between the lines.
Less than 3 weeks out from the budget, the Treasurer still has the Stage 3 tax cuts on his mind.
We don't have an endless amount of money in a budget.
But his ambiguous language is leading to awkward moments for his fellow party members, including the PM.
Is that a guarantee there will be no changes to the Stage 3 tax cuts?
That is exactly what I have said, is that the government has not changed our position.
I don't know if I can be any clearer. Our position on Stage 3 tax cuts hasn't changed. It hasn't changed.
National Senator Matt Canavan says Australians should read between the lines of the government's words.
Their words are only talking about the present or past. There are actually 3 types of time periods in the world. There's a past, there's a present and there's a future. But they just can't tell us whether they're going to break that promise in the future.
The messaging may be mixed, but fresh forecasts to be used in the upcoming budget speak for themselves.
Global output will be around $2 trillion lower in US terms by the end of 2024 than was previously expected even quite recently.
It's not just the Treasurer issuing warnings about the economy, with the IMF chief worried this period of global fragility could become a dangerous new normal, asking policymakers around the world to take action.
Unfortunately, I am the natural optimist, but today I stand in front of you and I need to say, more likely to get worse than to get better.
The Reserve Bank's Financial Stability Report now flagging higher interest rates and inflation could mean more defaults on Australian loans.
The global central banks are all acting in a simultaneous way for the fastest and highest tightening of monetary policy that we have seen in decades. That is a fact, and that is something that, of course, feeds into budget deliberations.
It seems those deliberations are not done yet. Joel Phillips, Sky News, Canberra.